Good morning. There's more to life than what we can perceive with our senses. Beyond the physical world exists a realm of unseen energies. Some call them angels, divine presences, or guiding forces. Their essence remains constant. They nurture, protect, and uplift us. Today, I want to share 7 signs that indicate these celestial beings might be present in your home. Not everything in existence is tangible. Some forces operate beyond human perception. We often believe reality is limited to what we see, touch, or measure, but life extends far beyond the reach of our senses. Just as the wind moves invisibly yet can be felt on the skin, or love cannot be touched, but profoundly impacts lives, there are energies that exist beyond our 5 senses. Throughout history, many have spoken of celestial beings, divine entities, or guardian spirits walking among us, unbound by human form. These presences don't announce themselves with grand displays, but manifest subtly through sensations, synchronicities, and shifts in a space's atmosphere. Some describe them as angels, others as guides or protectors, but their essence remains the same. A force of grace that watches over us, nudges us toward wisdom, and sometimes intervenes in ways we may not immediately recognize. In certain moments, without any apparent reason, a profound stillness descends upon a space. The air feels different, charged with something inexplicable, as if an invisible presence has entered, bringing reassurance, warmth, and peace. Those who experience such moments often struggle to put them into words because the language of the unseen isn't one of words but of experience. Some report feeling suddenly comforted during distress, as though an unseen force has wrapped them in an embrace. Others recall sensing protective energy in times of danger, an invisible hand guiding them away from harm. Many have walked into sacred spaces, homes, or temples and felt something beyond themselves, something ancient and nurturing. This isn't mere imagination. Just as a place can hold the residue of sorrow or fear, it can also hold the imprint of something divine. When higher frequency energies occupy a space, they transform it, making it feel lighter, more welcoming, and full of an undefinable presence. The unseen presence doesn't impose itself. It doesn't demand recognition. It simply exists, waiting for the mind to quiet down enough to perceive it. Most people move through life with their awareness turned outward, focused on external noise, distractions, and endless mental chatter. In such a state, it's easy to miss the subtle shifts in energy, the delicate signs that something greater is at play. But for those who cultivate even a little stillness within, for those who learn to sense rather than just see, the presence of the divine becomes as undeniable as the breath in their lungs. It may reveal itself in moments of deep meditation, in the hush of dawn when the world is yet to wake, or in the quiet hours of the night when the veil between the seen and unseen is thinnest. It may arise in the company of a loved one when a conversation turns unexpectedly profound, exchanging something deeper than words. It may come as an unexplained knowing, a gut feeling steering one away from harm or toward an opportunity meant to unfold. There are those who speak of hearing, whispers in the wind, soft murmurs that aren't voices in the conventional sense but understanding that arises from within. Some report seeing flashes of light, glimpses of movement just beyond their peripheral vision, or feeling sudden shifts in temperature in a room where nothing else has changed. Others find comfort in the gentle stirring of curtains when there's no breeze, the sensation of a hand on their shoulder when no one is there, or a sudden wave of emotion washing over them as if in response to silent communication. To dismiss these occurrences as coincidence or figments of imagination is easy, but for those who live through them, the experience is undeniable. There is an unseen presence moving through this world, not separate from us, but interwoven into the fabric of existence. It is not something to summon or control, nor does it seek to prove itself. It simply is, waiting to be recognized by those willing to see beyond the surface of life. Our homes are not just brick and mortar. They hold energies that affect our well-being. Every space absorbs and radiates the energies of those who dwell within it, those who have passed through it, and the countless interactions that have taken place there. Just as every individual carries an unseen aura shaped by their thoughts, Emotions and actions, so too do the walls around us, absorb and reflect the subtle vibrations of life. Have you ever walked into a home and felt instantly at ease, as if the air carried a soothing presence? Or perhaps entered a place that felt dense, heavy, almost suffocating, even though nothing physically seemed out of place? This isn't imagination, it's the language of energy speaking to you. Some spaces hum with warmth and serenity, while others seem to carry an unshakable residue of past conflicts, sorrow, or unrest. This isn't about superstition but sensitivity, and openness to perceiving the unseen forces shaping our experiences. Subtle energies don't announce themselves with grand displays. They work quietly, influencing moods, thoughts, and even health. A home filled with laughter, gratitude, and acts of kindness naturally accumulates an atmosphere of lightness, making it a refuge not just for its inhabitants but for anyone who enters. Conversely, spaces filled with anger, resentment, or prolonged sadness often become stagnant, trapping those emotions within their structure long after the source has gone. These energies interact with everything: furniture, objects, and even the air itself. Homes where people have meditated for years, uttered prayers with devotion, or nurtured deep bonds of love carry a certain sacredness. One doesn't need to be spiritually inclined to feel it. Even those unfamiliar with energy can sense the comfort in such spaces. There's an ease to breathing, a natural inclination to pause, relax, and simply be. Just as our physical bodies can become weighed down by stress, fatigue, or illness, so too can the spaces we live in accumulate heavy energies. A cluttered environment, both physically and energetically, creates stagnation. Air that doesn't circulate, objects left untouched for years, corners never exposed to sunlight, all contribute to dullness in a place's energy. Conversely, when a space is consciously cared for, with fresh air, light, and mindful presence, the energy begins to shift. Certain individuals have an innate ability to influence the energy of a space. Some bring an uplifting quality wherever they go, radiating clarity and joy, shifting the atmosphere without saying a word. Others, burdened by inner turmoil, seem to darken a space as if followed by a cloud. This isn't magic. It's the natural transmission of subtle energies constantly exchanged and absorbed beyond intellectual grasp. Animals and children are often the most sensitive to these energies. Pets may avoid specific corners or seem unusually drawn to places where the energy is lighter. Infants, untainted by conditioned thought, respond instinctively to invisible forces. Even objects carry energetic imprints. A gift given with genuine love holds a different resonance than something acquired without meaning. Antiques and second-hand possessions carry the vibrations of previous owners. Some objects bring comfort and connection, while others feel heavy or unsettling without explanation. It's why certain cultures cleanse belongings ritually before bringing them into homes, to reset the energy and make the space their own. Nature plays a crucial role too. Homes surrounded by trees, exposed to sunlight, and in harmony with the natural world tend to hold lighter vibrations. Plants, flowing water, and natural materials create balance, while excessive artificial lighting and synthetic materials dull the senses. Those who cultivate awareness of these subtle energies don't need to be told what a space holds. They feel it. They understand the unseen world is as real as the physical one, that energies are living forces influencing every aspect of life, whether acknowledged or ignored. The universe communicates in subtle ways. Pay attention to signs beyond logic. Life whispers continuously, revealing clues and nudging us towards something beyond ordinary existence. But most people are too preoccupied with thoughts and routines to notice the gentle ways the unseen makes itself known. Signs and sensations aren't random occurrences. They're invitations to pay attention, to look beyond the obvious, to sense rather than merely see. Some signs come as repeated patterns, numbers appearing everywhere, symbols following you, messages emerging from different sources pointing to the same thing. You think of a question, and an answer appears in song lyrics, overheard conversations, or books opening to just the right page. These aren't coincidences. When something repeats persistently, it's because there's something you're meant to notice. The universe speaks only when there's something worth hearing. Others experience signs through physical sensations. subtle yet unmistakable. A sudden chill in the air when there's no wind, a warm presence in an empty room, the sensation of being lightly touched though no one is there. Some feel an unexplained tingling, a shift in pressure, or the distinct sense of not being alone. These aren't fabrications of the mind, but the language of energy, a presence revealing itself not through sight or sound, but direct experience. Dreams, too, hold messages beyond ordinary thought. Departed loved ones visit not as memories, but as unmistakable presences offering guidance, comfort, or warnings. Symbols appear, animals, landscapes, recurring scenarios, carrying meanings deeper than conscious understanding. The subtle realm doesn't communicate in straight lines. It speaks in layers, metaphors, and sensations that must be felt rather than analyzed. Fragrances are another sign. A sudden whiff of roses, jasmine, or sandalwood when no source exists nearby. Smell is deeply connected to memory and emotion, but in these instances it's about presence, a reminder that something beyond the physical world is near. Light reveals itself too, a soft glow in the corner of vision, flickering candles without breeze, or orbs appearing in photographs. Light moves with intelligence, bending and reflecting in ways defying physics. Animals, highly attuned to what humans ignore, act as messengers between realms. Cats staring at invisible things, dogs barking at empty corners, birds appearing at precise moments, all carry significance. Then there are moments of deep stillness when time seems to pause, the hum of the world quiets, and you feel a presence, as if something sacred has entered. It's not fearsome but profound, as though the air itself has thickened with significance. Goosebumps, shivers, the sensation of your name being called though no one is around. These are invitations to awaken your perception, to become more sensitive to the world beyond sight. Many dismiss these signs as coincidence or imagination, but those trusting their intuition understand that nothing is random. Life is always speaking. The question is, are you listening? To perceive the divine, one must cultivate inner silence and sensitivity. The world is filled with endless noise, external and internal, drowning out existence's subtleties. People move through life amid mental chatter, racing thoughts, fluctuating emotions, and scattered attention. Amidst this chaos, the presence of something higher often goes unnoticed. It's not that the divine is absent, it's that the mind is too restless to perceive it. Only in stillness does one become truly receptive. Inner stillness isn't about physical silence. One can sit quietly yet have a storm raging in the mind. It's about creating a state of awareness where thoughts don't dominate, freeing oneself from analysis, fear, and memory. In this space of quiet receptivity, subtler aspects of existence begin to reveal themselves. Like a pond becoming still to reflect the sky clearly, the mind must settle to perceive finer dimensions of reality. Many spend their lives searching for fulfillment, clarity, or connection in external achievements, relationships, or possessions. But everything outside is transient, uncertain, and incomplete. True fulfillment arises from an inner state cultivated through stillness. Moments of stillness arrive unexpectedly. Watching the sunrise, standing by the ocean, sitting under a vast night sky. The mind momentarily stops its commentary, leaving pure awareness, connection, and intimacy beyond words. For those consciously cultivating inner stillness, such experiences are no longer random. They don't wait for the right setting. They enter that state at will, whether amidst a busy street or alone in nature. Awareness remains steady, undisturbed by life's fluctuations. In this state, the unseen becomes perceptible. What once seemed coincidence now appears as clear signs. What felt like empty space is alive with presence. Stillness doesn't mean inaction. It's about moving through life with deep presence, responding to situations rather than reacting impulsively. Decisions come from clarity, noticing subtleties, unspoken truths, and synchronicities revealing deeper intelligence. Inner stillness brings heightened sensitivity, allowing one to perceive beyond surfaces, sensing a room's mood upon entering, feeling emotions behind words, recognizing surrounding energies. This isn't weakness, but profound strength. It allows navigating life intuitively, moving harmoniously with existence. Even small things become significant. The wind through trees, the rhythm of breath, light filtering through windows, all carrying depth previously unseen. Life becomes richer not because anything external has changed, but because awareness has deepened, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. Cultivating inner stillness isn't always easy. The mind resists, clinging to patterns of constant movement. The moment one tries to sit quietly, thoughts wander, replaying past conversations or worrying about the future. This is simply the nature of an untrained mind. With consistent practice, what once seemed impossible becomes effortless. Inner stillness becomes a way of being, unshaken by life's ups and downs. Fear, anxiety, and doubt lose their grip, replaced by quiet confidence and unshakable peace. In this space, the presence of the divine is no longer a distant idea, but a living reality experienced as truth, not belief. Gratitude isn't merely an emotion. It's a state of being, a way of perceiving the world that transforms one's entire experience of life. Most people focus on what's missing, lacking, or not going according to plan. The mind fixates on problems, seeking endlessly, creating dissatisfaction and incompleteness. But when gratitude becomes a conscious practice, something profound shifts. The same life, circumstances, and world that once seemed ordinary begin, revealing hidden richness. Gratitude isn't about ignoring difficulties or pretending pain doesn't exist. It's recognizing countless blessings even amidst struggle, realizing every breath, sunrise, moment of kindness, and growth opportunity is a gift. The mind, left unchecked, takes these things for granted, viewing them through a lens of entitlement rather than privilege. But when one truly sees, notices beauty, love, and wisdom in everyday life, gratitude arises naturally. Gratitude deepens receptivity, which means being open to life, allowing its deeper aspects to touch and transform. Most live with closed minds and hearts resisting change, blocking subtle signals life sends. Receptivity is the opposite, being present, listening, allowing something beyond personal perception. Gratitude and receptivity go hand in hand. A grateful heart is naturally attuned to life's flow, moving with it rather than against it. This doesn't mean passivity or accepting everything without discernment, but trusting a rhythm, order, and higher intelligence at play. Even in difficult moments, something valuable is offered. Many seek signs, hoping for guidance, longing for proof of something beyond the physical world. Signs don't always come in grand gestures. They're often subtle, easy to miss if one isn't paying attention. A person caught in their own mind, filled with doubt and distraction, may walk past the very sign they're seeking. But one who's grateful and receptive notices synchronicities, patterns, and small yet profound moments revealing something greater. Receptivity also means being open to learning. A mind filled with opinions, assumptions, and rigid beliefs can't absorb anything new. It filters experiences through pre-existing frameworks, rejecting what doesn't align. Approaching life with humility, understanding there's always more to learn, allows wisdom to flow effortlessly. Gratitude plays a key role here. Thankful for what they already know, one becomes eager to receive more. Gratitude shifts perception. Obstacles appear as opportunities, burdens as lessons. A person complaining about struggles remains closed to growth, unable to see beyond discomfort. But approaching life with gratitude, even in difficulty, reveals deeper meaning. Every challenge carrying a hidden gift, every setback a redirection, every hardship a stepping stone toward greater understanding. The energy of gratitude transforms not only one's internal state but also the surrounding atmosphere. Negativity creates dense, heavy energy, while gratitude generates lightness and openness, attracting positive experiences. A truly grateful person radiates warmth, uplifting those around them through genuine appreciation for life itself. This energy extends beyond human interaction. Spaces filled with gratitude hold warmth, inviting higher energies to dwell. Conversely, Places dominated by negativity feel heavy, stagnant, unwelcoming. Nature responds to gratitude too. Spending time in nature with appreciation fosters deep connection. Animals, trees, wind, and water seem to resonate with respect and gratitude. This isn't imagination. It's deep natural harmony arising when aligning with life's intelligence. Gratitude strengthens intuition. In a state of appreciation, one becomes more in tune with inner guidance. Decisions become clearer, choices feel aligned, and a deeper sense of knowing emerges. Doubt and fear, which cloud judgment, dissolve, replaced by trust in life's natural flow. This trust enhances receptivity to the unseen, noticing subtle ways life communicates. The more gratitude one cultivates, the more they realize they're never truly alone. There's a presence, an intelligence, an ever-flowing energy moving through all things. To feel it, one must let go of resistance, stop seeing life through lack, and embrace its fullness. Gratitude and receptivity aren't just practices. They're ways of living, experiencing the world in its deepest, most profound form. Belief is something people cling to when they don't yet know. It's a starting point, a way to make sense of things beyond logic. But belief, no matter how strong, isn't the same as experience. It's one thing to believe fire is hot because someone told you. It's another to feel its heat yourself. Experience dissolves doubt, while belief always carries uncertainty. To truly understand the unseen, one must go beyond belief and step into direct experience. Most live within inherited beliefs from childhood, absorbing perspectives from family, culture, and society without questioning whether these arise from actual experience or conditioning. As they grow, these beliefs become ingrained, shaping their worldview. But belief, no matter how long held, remains an idea unless validated by direct experience. There's nothing wrong with belief. It's a necessary step in any journey. But stopping at belief leads to stagnation, repeating words without depth. Many cling to beliefs not because they've explored them deeply, but because they provide comfort, stability, in unpredictability. True transformation comes from stepping into the unknown, being willing to experience life directly. Experience requires openness, letting go of preconceived notions, and approaching life with fresh eyes. Those rigid in belief often miss subtle, profound ways life communicates, dismissing anything not fitting their framework. Truth isn't bound by human concepts. It's vast, beyond language and mind. Only those willing to let go of certainty can step into real knowing. Direct experience doesn't mean blind acceptance. If someone tells you a path leads to a beautiful waterfall, you can believe them or walk the path yourself, seeing it with your own eyes. Once experienced, no argument or skepticism can take it away. It's part of your reality. Beyond belief, aspects of existence can't be understood through logic alone. The mind categorizes, analyzes, reducing everything to definable concepts. But life isn't easily contained. Love, for example, can't be fully explained, it must be felt. Similarly, unseen aspects of existence require direct experience. Remaining trapped in intellectual debate, arguing over something's reality, may prevent experiencing it. Opening oneself, quieting the mind, and becoming receptive allows experience to reveal itself naturally. Many seeking the divine spend years accumulating knowledge, reading scriptures, memorizing teachings, engaging in philosophical discussions. While knowledge is valuable, it's not the same as direct experience. Knowing water's chemical composition doesn't quench thirst. A person may know everything about the ocean's depth, currents, and marine life, but if they've never stood on the shore feeling waves against their feet, their knowledge remains incomplete. Truly knowing requires experience. Some experiences arrive unexpectedly, without effort, a moment of stillness, sudden interconnectedness, overwhelming love or presence. These glimpses often come when the mind is silent, not searching but simply being. Other experiences require conscious effort, practices refining perception, heightening awareness, making one more receptive to the unseen. The path differs for each person, but the essence is the same. moving beyond belief into direct knowing. For those who've had such experiences, there's no need to convince others or seek validation. They don't need external confirmation, because the truth is now part of them. Just as no one can convince you you're not breathing in this moment, once you've truly experienced something, it's undeniable. This is the power of direct experience. It dissolves doubt, not through argument or reasoning, but through undeniable knowing. Stepping beyond belief into experience isn't rejecting ideas or dismissing inherited knowledge. It's using belief as a bridge, not a destination, allowing the mind to explore rather than imprison. Approaching life not with, "I already know," but with, "I'm willing to see." One transcends limitations, no longer confined by inherited ideas or secondhand knowledge. Truly seeing, feeling, knowing, the unseen becomes tangible, not as a concept, but as living reality. Signs once overlooked shine with clarity, guiding and affirming in ways words can't capture. Inner stillness becomes the gateway to perception, allowing one to sense existence's subtleties with unimaginable depth. Gratitude transforms not just the inner world, but the surrounding energy, creating space where higher forces naturally dwell. Receptivity opens doors to the unseen, making one aware of the presence always there, waiting to be acknowledged. But to truly experience, one must step beyond the mind's limits, conditioned thought, and the safety of belief. This isn't blind faith. It's direct knowing, allowing life to reveal deeper truths rather than imposing narratives upon it. When this happens, doubt dissolves, fear diminishes, and profound connection emerges, not as an abstract idea, but as undeniable reality. This journey isn't about seeking something outside oneself, but awakening to what's always been present. The divine, the unseen, the sacred, it's not distant or reserved for a select few. It's here now, in every breath, every moment, in existence's very fabric. But to truly know, one must be willing to see, feel, experience, not through borrowed understanding, but through awakened perception.